Hey everybody, Daniel at yourvocalteacher.com. Today I'm answering some questions, and I'm also, this is not really a question, but one of my students brought up that the teacher he studied with before me said that you said Daniel Formica is a natural and that he's gifted, and that's why he sings the way he does. I want to clear that air. I don't ever show these. This is embarrassing. There's some old lessons I took. I took many lessons. I mean, when I tell you the amount of lessons I took, I could have bought a house probably with the amount of money I spent on my voice. And a lot of the times it was with teachers that just had a big track record, like they taught this guy, that guy, this guy, that guy. And you know, I went with that because I didn't know. I thought that's what you're supposed to do, and I did what I was avoiding classical teachers, and we're going to get into that later today. But I spent a lot of money, and I never heard the right demonstrations, and they just kind of, you're going to hear this teacher just kind of lets me go and doesn't tell me what to do. So I just keep doing it the same way, which is I just keep telling my voice that that's correct. And of course, my voice is never going to work. This is very embarrassing. So if you give me 1 second, I would just like to calm myself. Just a second. So, okay, here we go. And I have so many of these. If anyone ever wants to hear some of these and get on Skype, I'll show you them. But I'm not going to go through them because I have to find little spots and everything because this is what it was for many years until I started into my 40s and when I studied correctly with a classical coach and learned how to sing from a singer that could actually sing. I feel so bad for that guy, and that guy was me. And I listened to these people, and I just did it over and over again. So, here's what I want to get into a little bit. Actually, I'll answer some questions first. So, M Night Shamalama Ding Dong asks, in the Passaggio, what do you teach in the Passaggio? He worded it kind of weird. Okay, I teach in the Passaggio kind of two ways. I either come from below the Passaggio with open vowels, bigger vowels, o, or yeah, o, ah. And then as I get to the Passaggio, E, F, F sharp, G, I close the vowels. The Passaggio is what? The passageway. That's what I mean. It's passage, right? So as I get to the Passaggio, I start closing the vowel. I close the vowel, and then as I coming out of the Passaggio, G sharp, I'm coming out, I start to open the vowel again, and I open it up again. But I'm opening through that. And then if I'm singing, if I want to do it another way, right around like middle C or B, I'll have the vowel very closed, like an oo or an E. And as I get to E, F, F sharp, I'll start to open that vowel up from oo to like an O, a closed O or an U. And then as I get past the G, I'll start to open that vowel up again. So that way I'm just kind of coming out like this. So that's the way that I teach the Passaggio. Next question. My teacher says, at Bootylicious asks or says, my teacher says the correct way to sing for every vowel and pitch is to have your mouth wide open on every vowel for every vowel and every pitch. What are your thoughts? No, because that's not the way you would speak or sing. That's not the way you would speak, number one. And then if you sing like that in the method that I was taught, the vowel, I didn't make any of this up, the vowel determines the register. So if you're singing an E vowel and your mouth is wide open and you're trying to sing an E, it's not going to come out as E. I mean, you try it yourself. It's going to be not a very good E. So I don't believe in that. I like singers that and if you watch really good singers, they're never open the whole time. You know, some, of course, there's going to be your outliers that can do that. But the ones that I like don't sound like that. You know, listen to Mickey Thomas. He's not doing that. Watch him. Watch Chris Stapleton sing. You'll never see that. Chris Stapleton looks like he's speaking even on his high notes. You know, when he goes to the store to he makes a face because we're adding more aggression. Yes, but that's not the way I was taught. That's not the way that I teach it. Yeah, and even people talk about Seth Riggs and they talk about speech level singing, and I'd like to clear that up, which I have before. I've stuck up for him in that sense. The book, if you read Seth's first book, he says on page 31 on the bottom, but be careful. Speech level singing does not mean sing like you speak. And what he means by that is, like support-wise, you're not like under supporting the note, but he also means, what he meant by speech level singing is he meant the posture of speech. He says that on the page. It's speech level posture. So you're not going to sing, you know, a note in E vowel like, you're going to say E, E, O, however you speak it, A, E, I, O, U. There you go. There's your vowels. That's how he looked at it. It was speech level posture. That's what they should have called the book. Because when they said speech level singing, everyone said, oh, you got to sing at speech level, like don't get loud. That's a bunch of baloney. The resonance will take over. Anyway, we're not talking about that. I was just wanting to explain that. No, you don't sing every vowel like that. I don't. Anyway, I don't believe in that, and not the way I was taught. And the singers that I like, the teachers that I like to listen to, do not look at that way. Okay, let's see. Next question. Classical, should I take classical lessons versus CCM? I was told that classical is not good for pop and rock singing. Baloney. I don't look at it that way. Again, I took from many people that said it was commercial music, it wasn't opera training or classical training, and I really never got any better. Many years. When I started studying classical, my voice took off like a rocket. It was so much better, so much easier to sing, and the way it was explained to me from my teacher, Alex, it made a lot of sense, and I like to talk about this a lot. You know, in classical dance, if you have a ballerina, they have to get on their toes, which is amazing enough. Then they have to be so good and strong at that they can dance around the stage like a butterfly and make you think like they're doing nothing, like it's easy. You ask that ballerina to dance a hip-hop move or a jazz move or something like that, no problem. They're going to do it. But if you ask that hip-hop dancer to get up on their toes and act like it's a ballerina, it's going to be very rare. I'd love to see it. That'd be super rare. Classical training is the foundation, I think, for a lot of music. I mean, even musicians, when you hear, you know, they have classical training and then they play in rock bands, they're usually, they have something about them that's just technically sound. That's the only way I could look at that. All right. Next question. Well, I showed my old lessons. Oh, my teacher says well, this is a great one. My teacher says that I need jaw surgery. I've heard this a few times from students that have come to me. This isn't a student of mine, this is someone else. If the teacher is an ENT or a doctor of some sort that noticed something and they're telling you maybe you might want to go get some opinions, by all means. But I've had several students come from a teacher that mentioned that they needed jaw surgery so they would be able to open their mouth more and sing better. And personal note, I had a teacher that I studied with back in my 30s, and when I still didn't have this technique down. And I was studying with this person. I was driving like 2 hours a day. I was, in traffic, going from Orange County to Los Angeles during the day to get the lessons twice a week. It was very expensive. I was making good money singing at that time, and I was just believed in this guy because he had a doctor in front of his name. He wasn't a real doctor. And I studied with this guy for about a year, and my voice never really got much better. I did everything he said. I practiced as hard as I could. I did everything. Again, he didn't sing, so I never heard a demonstration that was dead on to follow, to know if I was doing anything correctly, which is a big thing. And he told me at the end, when he was frustrated with me, and I stopped taking with him after this, he said I needed soft palate surgery, that I needed my soft palate, I don't know, whatever, would raised because I couldn't sing high notes because of that. So, and now I think I sing pretty good high notes. And I never had a surgery. So when you hear this from people, just run from these guys, jaw surgery, and then, you know, getting into the teachers who don't really sing and they're telling you these things. You know, a lot of teachers will, if you're a new student and you're going online, of course you're going to go online and you're going to look, who's the best vocal coach, blah, blah, blah. YouTube, you get these people, and then you're going to get led to a lot of people that maybe have written books, maybe you have programs that are like massive programs and huge reviews, and they're all over. And then you go listen to them sing. You find clips of them singing, if you're smart, and you go listen, and you're like, ugh. Something in the back of your mind is like, ugh, I don't know, that sounds a little wonky to me. Should I listen to that? Well, he's got all these students, and he's got all these reviews, and he's got books, and he's written programs. Doesn't mean anything. The teachers that I've gone to that have really helped my voice, they don't have any books, they don't have any programs, they have nothing. They have a career. They had a career in rock singing or pop singing or opera singing, and then they decided to teach. And that's who I took from. And I'll still continue to study with those type of people. But I think that's what happens. I think you should need to listen to the voice in the back of your head when you hear them sing and you go, that doesn't sound right. That sounds a little weird. Listen to that voice. It's telling you the truth. That is the truth. Doesn't make any sense in any other type of art or skill you want to take from someone that does the skill well. I just believe in that. I just get a lot of pushback on that, but it just keeps on rearing its ugly head. Anyway. All right. Last question from @Watch Yourself. Why don't you do reaction videos? I never took a class on reacting. I haven't studied it. I never went to school for it. So I'm figuring the next year or so that I'm going to go. I'm going to take some lessons on reacting so I can become a reactor. That's something I want to do in the future. But right now, I'm leaving that to the professionals. I'm going to sing, and I'm going to teach singing. So that's about it. Those are some questions, some answers. Again, if you're looking, for a vocal coach, I'm here, still available. Some people always ask, are you still teaching? Yeah, I'm still teaching. I know I'm getting old. You can see the gray. It's not fair. I'm getting old, but yeah. And if you can't study with me for some reason, find yourself a good opera singer that has had a career or is in their career, or when they demonstrate for you, they sound pleasant and not weird and wonky. And I would study with that person. Do something like that for yourself. And that's about it. Hope everybody's doing good. It's Daniel, yourvocalteacher.com. I'm still doing Skype lessons, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace. Bye.